over my board this time too. Hello everybody, and welcome to an episode of Drunkards and Dragons, a show where we have some drinks and roll some dice and try not to die to either of those things. Today, we're gonna just kind of jump right into things with a quick recap. So, our last session, our players traversed through the Feywilds and the random assortment of change and magic and...
These fucking people.
I'm still...
I'm upset again.
Just thinking about it.
I had blocked it out of my memory from...
Here we are.
I had a week to not think about it. And this is what you've done.
There you go. There's a reaction. So after they got through the Feywilds, after wandering for a couple days, they were convinced to go and rescue one of the Light Fae's most trusted knights. And so they made their way into the Black Kingdom, where at the bottom of the cell and like deepest part of the dungeon lay Sir Tiber. And after fighting the Beholder guarding the prison cell, they came to the conclusion that Sir Tiber was in fact a stuffed rabbit.
Seriously, too much effort to guard a stuffed rabbit. Like, that was ridiculous.
I also rolled that 0 on my speech. There's also that. My -1 to charisma.
I cut him in half.
Yeah, if you want to see that, that's all on our YouTube page. So that link is down below.
And my kitty voice, because I was a cat for...
Needless to say though, everyone got through it, and the Light King kept his word after some persuasion by Varys, who saved the day.
After I cut Sir Tiber in half.
Yes.
Yep.
Kept his promise to lead them through the Feywilds and to the entrance of the Shadowfell. So first of all, I'm going to give you guys all inspiration, because you guys did a really good job last session.
Oh boy.
I love the enthusiasm. I love the effort you put into your yelling. The cat voice, that speech was glorious.
I was
at the end.
legitimately upset. They're like, you fucking kidding me with these goddamn people. They all have like 6 HP. Like, I'm over this.
They're fairies, they're not people.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Okay,
like,
so that's inspiration. So you can use that at any time to reroll a dice for free. You get advantage essentially for free.
oh,
So
Anytime you
any
want.
dice,
I don't have to
like,
use
hit,
a
Yes.
thing of my luck.
You can decide to give yourself advantage anytime.
Cool.
So as you guys fell farther and farther, leaving the Feywilds behind you, and being pulled into the blackness of the Shadowfell, you fell for what seemed like hours, until suddenly it was all black around you, and you realized that you were drowning. And as you pulled yourselves to the surface, you're now there looking on the silhouette of the Black City.
That's real creepy.
Everything here is dark shaded. There is hardly any color to be seen. Everything kind of looks like a shadow, or if it's putting off a shadow in itself. Even the water, as you look around you, is pitch black, and it's hard to see. You only can tell it's water because it feels like water.
Okay. Can we see like a shoreline or something somewhere? Like something to
Something
swim
to grab
to?
onto.
Go and make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Move these out of this thing. Let's see. I am good at perception. Let's see. When I roll well. 8.
Yeah, as you look around, it just looks like black for as far as you can see. You can't even see if there's any spit of land near you guys. You guys are just floating in the water right now.
I don't like that at all. I don't like the water. Nameless things reside within the deeps, Aiden. I don't appreciate it.
Can I see if there's like... So how far can we see? Like, we have dark vision, so... Is it just like literally as far as we can see?
It's as far as you can see, yeah.
It's like magic. It's advanced darkness.
This is the realm where darkness coalesces.
I'm sad you didn't get my SpongeBob meme.
How about me and my special devil sight?
Oh.
Oh.
It does help you see more, but it only gives you the amount of footage you can see. So 220 feet you can see out there. It's not that the darkness is magical in nature or stopping you from seeing it. It's just as you look around, it's just...
Also,
You said we
just
saw,
water.
It's like you were dropped in the middle of the ocean.
We're just in
Yeah.
something
Oh
wet.
my goodness.
That's what it seems
We're
like.
not even. It's not even confirmed it's water. It's just wet.
Well, my
Feels like
friends,
water.
I believe we should just pick a direction and start swimming that way.
I start swimming forward. Just wherever I'm looking, I just start
I
swimming.
don't know where you're looking.
You said we saw what?
North.
There was
There's a
something?
silhouette of a city in the distance.
Okay.
Okay, start
Well,
swimming.
yeah, we
towards the
should swim
silhouette.
towards that. That makes sense.
Alright. I mean, I need all three of you to make Constitution saves.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm good at that one, hopefully.
I do my darndest to not swallow the water.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey, 18.
23?
Oh, baby. Constitution, you say? 20.
Alright, so you guys do manage to swim for your first number of rounds there, and the water is heavy, a lot more, almost like it's trying to pull you under. You're fighting against it, as well as just the fact that you're disoriented at this point. Go ahead and make another Constitution save.
another.
So are we doing straight con or saving throw con?
Straight con.
Oh, okay.
Let's just see how tired you
Well,
are.
never mind. Mine was 19 instead. 21.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
To not die in the water.
That was short-lived.
Yeah. 18.
The exact same.
Oh,
Somebody please just kill me.
I'm so
sad.
tired.
6.
Yeah, so
I can carry you.
Varys' head,
Alright.
Varys' head ducks under the water, and you look around and he's gone.
Oh no. Who's the closest to him?
I don't know, where's your guys' positions?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna.
Well, you said
That's
you were gonna
right.
pick a direction and go, so you're
Yeah.
probably ahead of
I don't
us.
Oh, I guess so, huh?
So you're the only
I'll
one that
be
said
there.
something. So I mean, like, I'm behind you somewhere.
I'm gonna say this area is the silhouette
Yeah, just to make it more difficult on you guys. I'm behind you.
where we're headed.
Yeah. Cause I mean, like, if we can't see that well, like, we can't be that close together. We have nothing to like gauge other than like sound, so we can't be super close together.
Alright, Varys needs you to make another Constitution save.
10?
10. You feel a slight prick in your leg,
Oh my.
so you take 3 damage. And you look around to see what got you, and as you look around, you see this beautiful angelic silhouette in the distance, just slowly pulling you towards it.
Is it Elena?
Intriguing.
It's
Are
just,
you losing
and
your
you
mind?
you find yourself at peace. You find yourself not wanting to resist the struggle.
Oh,
I get
that seems
closer.
bad. I get closer.
Closer.
So we'll see how many rounds. So that's your turn this round. What do you guys want to do?
So we
We actually see him go under, right?
just kind of like perceived him like
If he said he was behind you guys, so then
Yeah.
you turn around, he's gone.
okay. Well, like we don't hear him swimming
No.
anymore. It's just like
No.
No splashes or anything.
fuck, that's not
I
great.
scream out for him and swim back to see if I can find him. Just like vigorously swimming towards where I think he might be, which is basically just 180 flip and swimming.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do the same thing. I'm just kind of like the last direction I heard him swimming from, just kind of try and go that way.
Before I'm just trolling you guys, I'm just swimming underwater.
Yeah. You're just like, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Ithlin, make a Constitution save.
All right. 20.
20.
No, natural. Total.
So you feel the same prick in your leg, and you take 6 points of damage.
Oh my
On a
gosh. Oof.
But
Bad.
and so you're pulled under, and you don't see what Vera saw at all. You see this gray tentacle wrapped around your leg, and more of them coming towards you.
I don't like this at all.
And
I
you see
see him get
Ithlin
pulled.
also go under.
I stop moving. Like I move as literally as little as possible, but to keep my head above water, but just like not really swimming, just gonna floating there?
Alright, go ahead and make a
Just
Constitution
do
save.
not
Ferris.
startle the water.
11.
11.
Ooh, one better than last time.
Yeah.
You're getting up there.
You get closer and closer to this creature in the water. And it's the more you get to it, the more excited you get.
Oh,
What kind of excitement are we talking here?
I don't know.
You just...
all kinds.
It's kind of like you're experiencing a warm hug as your whole body was cold previously, and now it's warm, and you're being kind of embraced by these arms and being just pulled closer to this warm thing.
I like this.
Feel it everywhere.
No, it's like the law of hypothermia. You're dying.
Okay, so
I don't know what
that
that is.
is your turn, and then I'll have you make a Constitution save since it's your turn again.
Is this all I'm allowed to do?
You can try and break free if you
I
want
can
to.
thrash about.
Since you are not...
Oh no. 8.
Yes, okay. So you also begin feeling what he feels, and those tentacles kind of disappear and turn into these really beautiful arms just reaching out for you and pulling you closer.
So it's
You're
like
gonna die.
just like disembodied arms.
Yes. And you take 3 more damage.
It's super weird.
Had you passed that check, you could make a grapple check, yes. Or athletics check to break free.
It's unfortunate.
Alexia, what do you want to do? While you guys are underwater, it's kind of like as if you were seeing through black and white, basically.
Okay, that's weird.
That's kind of like what your vision is like right now. It's just kind of like black and white while you're under the water. And so for you two, especially since you're under this effect, this angelic-like creature is the only thing in color.
Okay. It's weird.
But your body is still at peace. You don't want to struggle.
Are we drowning right now? Like, can we, like, how long have we been underwater?
After a number of rounds, it's like equal to your Constitution modifier.
Oh, okay.
So you have a couple. You have a little bit before you start drowning and run out of air, but
Oh, good.
yeah.
I want to dip and like go under the water and see if I can see anything. Like if I see someone moving or.
With your passive perception,
Absolutely not.
it's not too terrible. With your passive perception, you don't see. You kind of see shadows of them in the distance, but you can't see them fully. However, you do see something whip past you and go behind you, and as you turn around to look at it, it's not there.
Oh, God. I don't. Oh, gosh. Would I be able to inflict my flying ability if I'm in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to do that.
Alright, so you
I want to get
skyrocket.
as high up.
You rocket out of the water.
as possible.
And you're kind of flying above, and just you see this where you came out of the water, but then it goes still into the blackness again.
Okay. Okay.
This is good music for this. It's appropriate.
So you got a movement, and you got an action that you've done so far.
Do you have light arrow?
I mean, I have exploding arrow.
That's not gonna... Don't shoot an explosive arrow at me, please.
Blow up the water.
I know, but I don't know where you guys are. I could
Yeah.
kill you for all I know.
It's okay. I get to find out what an angel is.
Okay, so how much, if I, like, shot an exploding arrow into the water, or even, like, up above me, how much light would, like, if it exploded, would there be any light that was cast?
You done that?
Oh, okay.
It'd be for like a split second. You know, you'd have to
Yeah, you could just YOLO and find out.
What do you want to do?
I mean, I get them back eventually. I'm gonna use one of my explosive arrows.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna hope that no one is like in the area that I shot up out of the water, because as far as I know, no one was near me. So I'm gonna shoot in that area and see how much light I can, or exudes from the arrow,
Okay.
to see if it would create any sort of light source for me.
Okay, go and roll an attack.
23?
So from your position, where are you shooting?
So if I'm like up here, I'm shooting like
Okay.
in this area,
Okay. Which square?
like that.
That one? Okay.
Because
Okay.
I'm above that one, so I'll shoot a little out and down.
Okay. And that's your arcane shot?
No, it's just my explosive arrow, or sorry, my light arrow.
Okay, alright. Yeah. So it streaks from your bow and slightly illuminates, and it kind of goes into the water and disperses a bunch of water at once, and the water kind of settles after that. It did light up the surface slightly, but it didn't do anything.
Okay. I got nothing. I don't know how to help you guys.
Well,
I
back
got
to
nothing.
Varys. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Don't worry about
I
me.
can dangle a rope.
Tangle the
Oh,
rope.
yeah.
Okay.
Dangle the rope. It's like a 9?
A 9?
Yes.
Same thing. You're inches within it now, and that hug is just yours. You're waiting for it.
Oh.
You've never felt cozier.
I'm doing the thing where you like have your arms out like underwater and you're just like swimming by just kicking your feet, but my arms are outstretched.
Yeah. Ithlin, same thing. Make Constitution save.
16.
Very good. So your body begins to panic a little bit, and the image in front of you kind of shimmers and shifts, and you clear your eyes for a second, and what you have is these huge gray tentacles wrapped around you, and the creature that's pulling you forward is this huge maw of razor-sharp teeth all in a circle. Multiple eyes span its head.
Don't like this
It's
at
another
all.
Marlboro.
It's also currently got Varys in its grasp.
Okay, it's like about to eat him.
Yeah. Multiple tentacles just outstretched. It's inches within him, yeah. He's almost about in mouth distance.
Okay. Okay, so like I'm wrapped up, so I need to make like a grapple check.
Just your leg. I mean, you could make an
Oh.
attack if you wanted, or try and break out of it if you want to move.
Oh.
It just depends if you want to move or not.
Well, I mean, I should swim up to the surface so she can like know where we are. She's got no idea where we are right now. So.
So make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Let's see if can be opposed. That's probably gonna be fine,
Let's see.
unless you fail. Oh my
no.
god,
Oh no.
You still have inspiration.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I also have lucky as well, so.
That's true.
It's still only a 9.
Are you using lucky or inspiration?
That was inspiration.
Okay, just making sure.
Let's get rid of that.
So 9, you feel yourself kind of loosen out of its grip, so you kind of like grab its tentacle and start trying to pull it off your leg,
Mhm.
and you feel the kind of like razor barbs inside your leg at this point, and you start pulling them out, and then it kind of slaps closed again. You almost got it off of you.
Dang it.
So that's only one of your actions. You can still do other stuff.
Well, I'm gonna try and attack it, so let's go with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
go and swing on it.
So low, both of them. So let's see, 13 and a 14.
13 and 14.
Hmm.
Because of the weight of the water, as you try and swing both your weapons out, it's holding you back too much, and your swings are slow. and you just can't get a hit on it. Alexia.
Do I see any movement if he's like moving around under the water?
No, it wasn't enough.
Okay.
He's probably 30 or so feet under the water at this point as well. Varys is double that. Triple that.
Guys.
Anxiety of this one note being played over and over again.
This is exactly why I never go swimming anywhere. This kind of stuff.
Just don't go swimming in the Shadowfell.
Or in any body of water.
Yeah. I watched the movie Meg, and I was like, I'm still never gonna swim the ocean already, but I'm especially not now.
I just always think of that part from Lord of the Rings where Gandalf is fighting the Balrog, and it's like after they fall, like the part that's in the book, where they go underwater, and they're fighting underwater, and it's like pulling him like deep down, and it just has this part where it talks about like the things that like dwell like deep in the earth that like have no name, that have been like alive since before time began. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to think about that at all.
What do you want to do,
Horrible,
Alexia?
horrible things.
Do you want to come back to you?
I don't know.
Do you want to delay your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Varys, go ahead and make a Constitution save.
I don't know what you can do unless like one of us gets free and like swims up, starts like thrashing it
I
out.
can roll a 12 total.
12.
That's what I can do.
No change. You are now officially within its grasp. You watch the creature as it kind of puts Varys almost entirely in his mouth.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Is there still excitement?
I'm getting hugged.
14 damage
Oh, yeah.
as it jaws close over him.
That's a lot.
It's at this point that you can do the Constitution save.
Mm.
Yes, for taking damage.
14?
14? No change. You feel a kind of like sharp prickling in your back, and you're like, oh, that spot's been bothering me forever. What are you gonna do, Ethlyn?
Well, I'm going to use one of my actions to try and break free again.
Okay.
And if that fails, I'll try and attack again. Let's see. So, it was athletics?
Yes.
You said?
I gotta do the opposing athletics check.
Dang it. It's only 11.
11? Yeah, same thing as you feel it kind of pull out even further at this point, and they slap back in. It's got a strong grip. These barbs are in your leg, very, very thick, very deep.
Alright, well, let's try and attack again. Let's see if
Okay.
either of these are going to work this time. Ooh, there we go. That's better. Okay. So let's see. I've been up a really long time. I can't do math. So 24, and then 22.
Those both hit.
Cool. So let's roll damage now.
So you kind of take your weapons, and instead of trying to swing on him this time, before your arms are too weighed back, you just simply put them above your head and slam down into this thing around your leg.
So let's see. 8. Eight, 7. Do you want to just keep track? So 8 and then 7.
15.
Then 6, so 21. 25 total?
25 total.
Yes.
So you bring him above your head and slam down into the tentacles, and it's not so much the momentum as your own strength as you touch him with the points and just pull down as much as you can. You feel it release you. Blood streaming out of your leg from where the barbs were, but it does release you.
Thank God.
You still have movement.
Oh, I can still move.
Yes.
Am I able to reach the surface with my full movement?
How many times were you pulled under? Just once?
You said I'm probably like 30-ish.
Yeah.
Which is
So
like my
yeah,
movement
you
speed.
can swim your full movement. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, so just try and make my way up to the surface.
So above, as you're looking down, you see Itlin's head just breach the surface. You let in like a huge amount of air.
I yell at you. I'm like, down here! It's kind of like all I can muster to say. Nothing more useful than that.
Alright, so it's another round, so it's your turn unless you want to skip your turn.
Can I see, like, any wounds on him, or...
No.
Okay.
It's like on my leg.
Just gotta get the next round?
Yeah.
Alright, Varys, make a constitution save.
Oh, there
20.
we go.
So the poison finally works itself out of your body, probably because of the blood you've lost at this point, and the image kind of shimmers and dissipates, and you realize that you are surrounded by rows of sharp teeth, and this thing is not friendly at all.
Just teeth?
Yeah, that's all you see right now. Teeth and blackness.
Oh my.
It's the worst.
I tried to swim away.
Can make an athletics check.
Not dealing with this. It's a 23.
23? That's actually enough.
Nice.
You managed to kick high enough, and it's kind of caught off guard by the damage it just took from Ithlin, as well as the fact that its prey is now aware again, and you managed to kind of kick loose of its tentacle before it manages to pull you under again. And you kind of move back away, and you see the full side of this thing, this huge gray and white creature. Many eyes span on top of its pointed head, and this huge row of teeth you were just inside of, spanning multiple tentacles stretching out, each one with these red barbs on it.
Can't help but be reminded of the thing that I made a pact with.
It's an action and a movement. If you have another action or anything you can do.
I don't know how dashing and swimming works, if it does, but swim fast?
Yeah. If you want to use an action, do you have another action?
No.
Oh, then. If you have any bonus action spells or anything you want to do.
Oh, I can't do anything. I'm underwater.
Okay. So Ithlin, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm up at the surface now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's let go of me.
Yes.
Don't really want to fight it, but I think we have to. Not going to be able to swim faster. Also don't know where I'm going.
You look like you guys have... You kind of look around, you look like you've probably drifted closer to the city at this point, but
Okay.
it's still quite a ways away.
Yeah. Really don't want to go back underwater. Start fighting that thing again. I'm going to... If I go back underwater, like, can I see where Varys is? So I also don't want to just, like, abandon him either.
I don't think your dark vision extends as far as he is right now.
Okay. So, like, even if I look underwater, like, it's
It
not
looks like swimming's also difficult terrain, so you guys will move half your movement swimming in the water. I didn't know that, but I looked it up.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it'll be difficult. It counts as difficult terrain at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I can't like just see him and swim towards him to like help out.
Yeah, you dive back under real quick and take a big breath of
Yeah.
air and dive back under, and you look around and you can't really see him. You can see the creature still floating around, but
Mm-hmm. It's horrible. Am I within range of like? Is there like something?
you're within.
Close to me?
You're still within 90 feet of him. So
Okay.
any spells you want to cast, if they have that range, you can.
Mm-hmm. No, what I was asking is there like kind of like a tentacle or something drifting around that I could attack?
Oh no, it's kind of
Looks like-
retracted at this point.
Okay. There's nothing I really can do. Nothing useful. I'm going to cast False Life on myself because I want some HP back.
Okay.
So that's
Kinda
1d4 plus
grab yourself
4.
and almost like you're touching your various spirits. It kind of calms you for a second.
There we go. 7 HP. Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do. That one. I don't know what else I can do.
Alright, Alexia, what do you want to do? You can now see Ithlin down below you.
Okay.
I mean, I yelled at her, so she's.
I'd like to try a bursting arrow instead of the light arrows.
Okay.
So that's one of my arcane shots. Now that I know where Ithlin is, I'm gonna shoot it more like next to him,
Okay.
but like out of the range. So let's see if it hits anything. I'll shoot. Oh no, yeah, he should be out of range if I hit it over here.
Still 10 feet.
No, it's not.
One,
Oh, yeah, I
two,
guess it
one,
is.
two,
What?
1, 2. I mean, he'll be outside the range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just barely.
He'll be fine.
Be very loud.
Alright, go make an attack roll.
26.
So you tighten it as much as you can, you let it loose, it flies down, pierces the water. You feel a loud push, or it's kind of muffled underwater, but you feel the force of it as you kind of move sideways. As water kind of goes everywhere.
Does it illuminate anything enough for me to see?
Once it breaks the surface, nothing. Or breaches the surface, no.
What about like the arcane like magic light that's on it as it's like?
No, once it hits the surface, the light's gone.
Yeah, so I still don't know what the hell's happening. I just know that I haven't. I'm safe-ish, hopefully. That's it. I don't.
TPK, except for Alexia.
I just like fly away.
Good luck, guys. Gonna go get help.
Do you want to do anything else?
Figures the one that can't cast spells is the one that can fly.
No, I'm just gonna wait. Like, I don't want to abandon them, but
But it's sounding pretty good right about now.
there's not much I can do to save them.
Yeah.
Especially as, I'm not strength-based, like, I couldn't carry you guys.
This is what it looks like.
Yeah. Yep.
Ugh, gross.
Oh, come on.
It looks like
That little
the
thing.
thing from Bloodborne, like the Orphan of Kos, like the thing
Mhm.
that's like lying on the beach.
I
love that game.
I don't do anything else.
Alright, Verse, what do you want to do?
Swim.
Okay. Go ahead and make my leg check.
22.
There we go.
Yeah, adrenaline filling your veins after what you just saw and
Sure
the
hope
realization
so.
what happened. You kick furiously. You're able to swim this round. Do you want to move your full movement? Do you want to dash?
Yes. I want to get above water.
Okay. You move about 30 feet at this point. So you swim 30 feet up and you're still a ways away from the surface. You're pulled down very deep. So it's an action and a movement.
I will give myself bardic inspiration, I think.
Okay.
I don't actually know if I'm able to do that. My inspiration being, I want to live.
I know some bards eventually get the ability to inspire themselves, so...
How long are
Nope,
the
never
ropes that we have in
I don't do
our
anything.
adventure gear?
It's 150 feet.
I just
50
swim.
feet of rope, actually.
Disregard the inspiration.
Okay.
I just really want to get away.
Okay. So you swim 30 feet up. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Alright, Ithlin, what do you want to do?
Um,
You see Varys kind of come towards you. He kind of breaches the darkness that you couldn't see before, and he swims forward.
Okay. Going to swim down to him.
Okay.
And like grab him and like try and like help him swim up.
60 feet away from you. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay.
The most you can do is dash at this point, so you can move
Okay.
30 feet total.
I mean, like regardless,
That's what you're trying to do. Gotcha.
yeah.
So
I'm just swimming towards
Go ahead
him.
and make an athletics check.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you're able to kick yourself through the water.
Cool.
So you move 30 feet to him. That's an action and a movement. What else do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer to him, you can see the tentacles kind of like just like coming in behind him.
I don't know if I... I don't know if I can do anything like range-wise underwater. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else underwater other than like swinging.
Sorry? Alexia, what do you want to do?
Fly towards the silhouette of the castle.
Wow, okay.
That a girl.
Somebody's gotta live.
The goal is to figure out, like, where something is, like land or a dock or something, for us to get out of the water and see kind of what that distance is to where they potentially are versus when they can get out of the water.
Okay, so you move 60 feet. You can dash too, so 120 feet.
I only have 30 feet.
Yeah, you're flying 60.
Oh, okay.
And you can
Yeah,
dash.
I'll dash.
So you
I'll get
zoom
as
towards
far
the
as I can.
zoom towards the city. Alright, Varys, what do you want to do?
Swim.
Do you say anything before you fly
And
away?
wave to Ithlin as I pass
You're
him.
swimming! You went under the water!
Make an athletics check.
yeah. I yelled at you when I got up from the water. You're just like,
Maybe I didn't
19?
Alright, you're fine. So you're swimming 30 feet.
Yeesh.
So you reach Ithlin's outstretched hand, you kind of grab it as he's grabbing for you. You guys are next to each other now.
okay.
No, you
After
move very
grabbing-
closer to him.
After grabbing your hand, I do this.
As if I wasn't aware of what we were gonna do next. Okay.
Oh, it was gonna be good. Now it's not.
Good.
Let me make sure I'm adding the right modifier.
Get out of here, squid.
So you'll get hit with. Okay, so you're gonna get hit twice.
Who is?
Varys.
Oh.
Is this an attack?
Yes.
Maybe not. We shall see.
Ooh.
If this requires me to move my mouth and for words to come out.
It's just bubbles.
I'm thinking probably, but continue.
Can I see his face?
Do you take 15 damage as the creature lashes out with one tentacle, and using Ithlin's momentum, he kind of pulls you out of the way at that exact moment, and then the other two come around, whoosh, whoosh, slap into you. And that's all of his actions on his turn.
Did his tentacles feel suctiony?
Yes. Suctiony and pointy, as the barbs are on them.
Jeez.
Okay. So I'm gonna start swimming and like start moving.
Okay, so you let go of Varys' hand?
No.
Oh. Make an athletics check disadvantage then.
Okay.
As you're trying to pull him along with you.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh. I do not succeed.
So as you try and pull him along, the creature, as it's hitting him, kind of causes him to recoil backwards, and so you're being resisted at that point. As you try and pull forward, he pulls you back, and you don't move.
Dang it. Okay. So that was one movement?
Yes. That was an action.
Yeah, that was one action, so I have two more.
Yeah. But you failed your athletics check, so you can't move at all.
Yeah, so I can't move now. Is there anything within range of me?
He is within range of you. He's a large creature, so he takes up a 10-foot square, so it's actually 2 squares. So
he's here.
he's there, yeah. You can put him in the
Okay.
middle, actually. So it makes sense. Like on the in between line.
Oh, like right there.
Like right here.
Oh, I see.
So he's in
Okay,
both
so
squares.
he's still
Yeah.
in that square,
Yes.
so I can hit
Yes.
him.
You can swing with one hand because you have Varys in your other.
Yeah. I still have 2 attacks though. If that was one action.
You get your dual offhand attack if you go to the other one. So your offhand's currently busy.
Yeah.
So you get your one attack right now. Because one of your actions would be used. The one would be attack was your athletics check.
Okay.
So you can use one attack.
So I'm.
And if any spell you cast requires you to speak, you can't use underwater.
I don't think I have any of those. I'm gonna cast Poison Spray, and then I'm going to attack. And Poison Spray is not. It's just like you have to do the save, or you take half.
Yeah. Let's make sure you not to speak to use it though.
Yeah, that I don't know, but.
Oh, this is the monster manual. I was like, where the fuck are the spells?
That is verbal.
Yeah.
It is verbal?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. I can't do that.
So you think to do this, you open your mouth to speak, and the water kind of fills your lungs, and you kind of sputter underwater.
Gross.
It's all in your mouth now.
I'll just attack then.
Go ahead and swing.
That's all I can do. Yeah. 20.
That hits.
Cool. D8. D6. Let's see. 19.
19 damage. Okay. So as it kind of, the third tentacle kind of comes out to try and lash at Varys, and you slash it down, it kind of recoils. You hear this kind of like high-pitched like screech in the water that kind of echoes around you. It'll be the end of your turn, so Lexia.
Yes.
Alright, so getting 120 more feet, or not like more, but where I'm at now, since I dashed and flew to wherever I'm at, what can I see an edge to get out of the water?
If you do 120 more feet, you come over actually the city at this point.
Okay.
You fly over the city and you see this kind of like dark and dingy dock beneath you.
It's really far.
Yeah, it is really far.
Oh man. Can I look for a boat?
You should steal a boat.
Make an investigation check. Are you a pirate? Can you sail a boat?
I don't know. Can I? I mean,
Well, I
have
mean,
druid
like-
craft. I create puffs of wind to move me. I just looked that up. I could do that if I
Nice.
wanted to.
So you can put wind in your sails, but do you know how to actually steer a ship and
Nope.
make a ship work? And
Nope.
Alright.
I mean, if it
assume
wasn't
I
a
would
big
just,
ship,
like
it would be
row
like-
a boat.
yeah, like a rowboat.
Yeah. Like not like a ship, like a dinghy.
There are actually no boats here, anyways.
Probably because of the thing in the water.
It'd have been too good if she like did find the dinghy and tries to like row it. She's like rowing furiously, and it's just like tied to the dock.
Go nowhere. Okay.
Yes. As you kind of look around, you can see that the dock's just like it exists there, but it's in shambles. It's dingy. It's destroyed.
Ugh, jeez. Is there any light source like at the end of the dock?
No.
What kind of place is this? Okay.
The shadow fell.
All right.
It's not the life place.
I mean, at that point, you guys are almost 300 feet away from anything.
Yeah.
It's gonna take days to swim there.
Yeah, we are a distance aware that we are not going to be able to swim.
Your constitution scores should be allowed for it.
Well, I mean, like with the thing chasing us.
Oh,
is
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like, we're not going to outswim it.
I don't even know the thing's there, so
Well, I mean, we could. We just have to dodge tons of tentacles,
Yeah, we'd have to get really lucky.
or you know, I could make it to the surface and do bard stuff.
There's that. You're like one action away.
Something like that.
I think so.
Alexia, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Alright, we'll skip you for now. Varys, what do you want to do?
Oh my god. Oh, there's nothing to do.
I will let go of Ithlin's hand,
Okay.
but I will motion to him to keep going up, and I will swim up.
Make a flex check.
I don't know if he saw me because I don't know, he's like busy fighting, but
I mean, I was right next to you when I swung.
no. Well, 17
That's high enough.
poggers.
So at this point, you and you're dashing, I assume. So you've reached the surface finally. Your lungs burning on fire. You are at your near limits. Sputtering water everywhere, coughing relentlessly. But you break the surface and breathe in whatever air is in this place.
Alexia! You did!
Wow.
I look around, where are you?
Yeah, you guys
Oh, no,
don't know
she's
that
gone
I
too.
flew away.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah. So I don't
All
know who
Ithlin
you're
saw was
calling
you give them the
a
bird and
dick,
fly
but-
off.
It's not a bird. Give
Just
me
like,
the bird.
someone's gonna leave.
What an ugly bird. Kill it.
Okay.
Inside joke. I wanted that speech to work so bad. You don't understand.
I wait for Ithlin to surface.
Okay, Ithlin, it's your turn.
Okay.
So Varys pushes past you.
I'm gonna try
Just
and
like you
follow him.
said.
Okay.
Remember, I almost died.
Let's see. 12.
12.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you're kind of getting tired at this point as well, and so you try and
Oh.
swim up further. You make it about 5 feet, and then you stop.
Damn Okay. He's still within range of me?
Oh god, are you wearing plate mail underwater?
What am I wearing?
Ah, shit.
I think you're wearing plate mail underwater.
You're already dead. Just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Okay. What? I didn't realize till now. But, yeah, your
Haven't you
athletics
played
check-
Skyrim? You can swim with heavy armor.
Your athletics check will be disadvantaged since you're underwater in
Oh, okay.
heavy armor. After this turn, though. But yeah, you move about 5 feet up, you pull yourself up, and you kind of stop there. Your armor holding you back, and the fact that you're starting to get tired now.
Mhm.
Your breath's starting to run out. Starting to get a little bit dizzy, even. It's its turn. So you being the only creature in its sight.
What a way to start the day, guys. Here we were just having a lovely fall, and then...
If this is the welcoming, I don't want to see what comes next.
Seriously.
Like, actually, I'm just going to close my eyes and you guys have to leave me.
And I can just fly down, slit your throat, so you just get it over with.
Well, not my throat. I would just hold out my wrists, and then I'd lay in the water and just...
Bleed out.
36 damage.
Oh my
As
God.
all 3 of its tentacles lash out, whoosh, 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 slap into you, and you kind of open your mouth in pain, but more water just comes into your lungs as you basically hit with a barbed whip each time, just whoosh.
How much damage?
36.
Okay. So,
But its turn is done.
hmm.
What do you want to do, Varys?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah. So we skipped Alexia's turn.
He's not up yet?
No.
I have 2 things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dive back down to find
But
out.
it's sort of like readying an action. And when he comes up, I want to grab him, and then I want to cast a spell.
Oh, that's a nat
Dimension door?
20.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's fine. You kind of look around you and kind of keep yourself afloat, and you look around, and you're waiting for him to breach the surface.
Where would you dimension him?
Ethelyn.
Dimension
okay.
door.
You skipped Alexia, so it was your turn. Again.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm going in the dark, so this is fun.
You just...
I mean, I saw a
It's
castle,
still
like, in the
water.
distance.
You can see the city in the distance. Like,
Yeah, like, that's where I want to go that way.
It's like 200 feet. Like,
So I'm gonna
I think
try
it's the range,
and.
Dimension door is 500 feet.
Oh, yeah.
But
So I didn't hit the surface, so I'm gonna try
So make
and.
a little flex check with disadvantage.
Dang it, 9.
9. You make yourself another 5 feet up. You can see him
Dimension
down below
nine.
you. Struggling to kind of come up, and like he's not moving very fast at all.
hurry up!
Is he within range of me?
Yes.
Swim to the bar. Grab onto me.
Low. 19 to hit.
Hits.
And then. Let's see. 17?
Those both hit?
Cool.
Those both just barely hit. Arms heavy, and now seeing double as you've been hit with so much pain. Bleeding out a little bit, you kind of manage to just barely swing behind you. It's almost a reflex as opposed to an actual guided strike.
Let's see. 12. 16. There we go.
Such a creepy song, man!
32 damage?
32 damage.
Shit.
Yeah, those last 2 were double 6s.
Alright. You lash out with both your attacks and looks pretty wounded at this point. Now it's kind of like bleeding this black blood in the water and it's kind of circulating around it. Lexi, what do you want to do?
Start flying back as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So with Wanderer, now that I know where the edge is, I know how to get back there, right?
You are not in a familiar place.
Yeah, but like once I get there, then it's like.
This place is too unfamiliar for you right now.
Oh,
For Wander to take effect. You need to spend more time here.
Can I at least gauge how, like, the distance to how far I flew to know?
Do you know how far you've flown? That's about it. And
Okay.
you know you're about 200 feet away from where you started.
Okay. I will just turn around and head back and try to find them to let them know how far away they are.
Okay.
So it'll take me 2 turns to get back.
So, is Eldritch Strike is off of melee hits? I don't
What does it say?
You get disadvantage after I hit you.
Do you activate it or does it just happen?
It's a passive ability.
Alright, then yeah.
Cool. Maybe you won't kill me this next round.
Maybe.
Considering I won't be able to
So what do you want to do? Sorry.
get to the surface to drink a potion.
So you know you're about 200 feet away from where you started.
Yeah,
So,
so I'm flying back to them.
okay, so 120 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. Varys, what do you want to do? Same thing?
Yep.
Okay, Ithlin, make an athletics check.
Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14? It's just barely not enough, unfortunately. You pull yourself up another 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You're like right under Varys at this point.
You can see his little toesies.
Yeah. I'll say he's within range for you to react if you want to. Because you did hold your action to react. So you could reach down and grab him.
Okay. I will grab Ithlin. I don't know what I'm grabbing, but I just reach down and grab you.
Yeah. Kind of like his outstretched hand as he kind of pulls up and your armor is kind of holding you back and you see the creature kind of coming before you.
I look over to the town.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go for a ride. And then I dimension door. And I want to go like slightly at an angle so that we'll end up like 5 feet up above the water.
Okay.
Just in case that we do come to land, I don't want to be like in the water and then slam into land. I would rather like if we find more water, be like a little bit above it and then just drop into it safely. Or if we find land, like we
much like when you guys pass through the different planes of the Feywild, you feel that same familiar kind of like pulling you out of the plane kind of feeling against your will, except the air kind of leaves your lungs at this point, and it's very abrupt as opposed to long and stretched out and long expanses of feeling like falling and being pulled. It's just, and all of a sudden you and Varys both whoosh, crash into wood on the dock.
Oh god.
You see a bright purple flash out in the distance.
I stop flying and turn around.
The last thing you saw
See.
before this happened to you was more of those creatures starting to come up around you.
Oh god, more.
Ugh. Okay. So we're on the dock now?
Yeah.
Do I recognize the flash of light?
Make an intelligence check.
We did it. About time you made it up to the water so like get a hold of you.
Nope.
Just kind
Well,
of
like I've seen him
lying
dimension there
flat on
before.
my back, just kind
Just
of
doesn't.
breathing heavily, spitting water. Just kind of... I mean, I'm like half dead right now. I don't like...
Mhm.
Not super coherent.
Have you been keeping track how long you've been flying? It's 10 rounds.
Nope.
My goodness.
But about the whole time since we've
You're
been
at 6
flying,
right now.
so-
7 on your
Oh,
turn,
shit.
so.
Yeah, okay. Whose turn is it?
Oh, yeah, never mind. It's an hour. I forgot. It's an
Yeah.
hour. It's not a minute. You're fine. Yeah, you've been flying for about 10 minutes. Close to 10 minutes.
That's like shit, man.
Yeah, I forgot
Forget
that.
you guys and come back to the
Yeah.
land.
So yeah, I'd like to start looking around for any enemies trying to swarm on us. Like Okay. All right. Now I want to look for Alexia.
You seem to be in an isolated area of the city. You look around and you didn't wreck this. It was destroyed before.
I look for Alexia. But I'm looking at the water because I don't know that she was flying.
Yeah, you just kind of stare out into the water. You don't
Yeah,
see
it's
her.
true. We still don't know like, where she is, so...
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys are.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah, we're just totally separated now.
I love the separated party.
It would seem that Alexia didn't make it out.
I just kind of, like, now I've kind of, like, sat up. I'm kind of sitting over him, like... I hate the water. I spit a bunch of blood out of my mouth and I kind of, like, stand up. Where are we?
It's like coppery.
Yeah,
It's like the taste of blood.
gross.
But also kind
Ugh.
of like... Also kind of like seawater almost.
Yeah, or sort of gross water we were
It's just
in.
this disgusting bitter taste in your mouth all around.
Ugh, gross.
I have no idea where we're at, but
How did we get here?
what? Don't you remember the fellows back in that goofy place?
No, I mean, like, how did we get out of the water?
I mean, don't sell me short. I have my uses.
Yes, thank you.
Very welcome.
Where is Alexia? Should we just start yelling?
I mean, I'm sure she's probably at the bottom of that
She's
lake or whatever it is.
What are you doing while they're having this discussion?
Oh, I'm still flying, like, towards where I think they are.
So you you find where they were, and you just where you think they were, and you look around. The water's completely still.
They're not, like, thrashing about all, like,
No.
angry and stuff?
No.
I just start screaming, Varys!
Yeah,
I want to get as close to the water, like 10 feet above the water.
sounds like a bad idea.
Dive.
She's looking for us.
Yeah. I don't know where you guys are.
I mean, those tentacles start shooting out of the water.
I don't know, there's tentacles in the water. I'm oblivious
Yeah,
to all
I
of this.
mean, yeah, you're not metagaming, but I'm just saying. I fear for your safety.
Oh, I do too, but...
Well, that's the one.
Oh, no, God.
So you hear the sound
Oh,
of
man.
water just splash, and these tentacles whoosh up
Oh,
past you, and you kind of like float away, and multiple just
Oh, no.
all around you, and you're just barely dodging each one until finally one comes
Oh,
up
no.
very hard, slamming you in the face.
Ooh, ouch. Right in the face.
3 of them, in fact.
Oh, man. Dang. 3 tentacles in the face.
Yep.
How does your flight ability work? Can it be, like, interrupted?
It's not a concentration spell, so luckily
Okay.
no. It's a magic item ability.
Thank God.
$31 damage.
Oof, jeez. I'd have been dead. All that damage that he was saving for me.
And now they're all currently all the way around you, trying to like grab where they think you are.
Cool. Okay, so I'm not like grappled or anything by them?
No.
Alright, so I shoot straight up to get out of hopefully range of it.
Alright.
Can I shoot an arrow at it as I'm flying?
For thematic purposes, sure, you can combine your movement and your attack.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try a grasping arrow to just
Okay.
keep it all together.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. You can't see it at this point, so.
So disadvantage or just...
I mean, it's into the water either way. You're not really sure what you're aiming at.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not even really disadvantage. It's just like you don't know where it's at.
I'm just
You're just
shooting.
kind of shooting. So
Nope. 13. AKA nat 1, so no.
yeah.
Oh, no.
You fire your arrow and you kind of wait for some kind of effect to take hold, and you hover very high up above the water, and you're just looking down there, and it's just out of your sight, and you don't see anything happen.
I want to try a bursting arrow this time. Just try to like blow it up.
Okay.
Just blow into the water.
When all else fails, blow it up.
Yep. Pretty much.
Fire.
15.
15 misses.
Okay, well.
So same thing, you kind of fire into the water, and you hear a very muffled underwater, and the water shifts above for a little bit, but nothing happens. They do disperse at that point, though.
Well, I'm assuming they're dead. Because that thing is terrible. I'm just gonna hover for a little bit, see if I see any signs of life.
Okay, so you hover for about 10 more minutes, and the water is completely still. What are you guys doing? I'll see you do hear loud audible booms in the distance.
Yeah.
Did you hear something?
That must be her.
Or it could be more baddies doing something, I don't know. You know, I'm not really an expert on this, but I don't know, I feel like I should do something in her memory. And I like walk over to the edge of the dock and I whip out ye old lute and I start playing a sad, somber song for poor old Alexia, and I decide, you know, like, she was my friend, might as well go all out, and I do little dancing lights.
Okay.
Put on a little show for
Are you
her.
singing about me being the champion of Bandon? That's gone too young.
Behind one of the boxes as you do this, this gangly looking person covered in kind of like barnacles, and like you notice that one of his eyes is completely gouged out and missing. He's got several cuts all along his face and his arms.
Ew.
And he kind of raises up above the barrel and he goes, "I wouldn't make noise in these parts."
And why would that be?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're living, aren't you?
The Kraken.
Oh, well, yes. Isn't everyone here living?
First time here.
Oh god, we're in danger.
Yes.
Locker, guys.
Folks around here don't take too kindly to the living.
And why would that be?
He kind of turns around, outstretches his arms. "This is a place of deep regrets!" And it kind of echoes.
Do I hear any of that?
No, you're too far away.
Oh, damn it. Do I see the dancing lights?
No,
Nope. So too far
you're
away.
too far
No,
away.
not a good enough light show.
Ah, damn it. Ferris be better. Yeah, I can only see 60 feet. Well, kill.
What's the matter, though? I'm sure you'll join us in the end.
Oh.
Yes, we just nearly were overcome by some sort of horrible beast. Out in the water. We're currently missing one of our companions.
I'm probably dead.
Wow.
I hope not.
No one believes in my abilities.
What brings you here to the Shadowfell?
I'm looking for something.
Aren't we all?
We were told there would be a portal of some kind here that would allow us to go to a place called the Underdark.
Almost as terrifying as here.
Yes, so we hear.
Are you a bunch of daredevils then?
Just hunting down my bitch of a stepmother. You wouldn't happen to know where these portals would be located, do you?
I may and I may not. What's in it for me?
What would you ask?
I'm dead. There's not much I can do. But allow me to inhabit one of your bodies.
Inhabit?
I want to go back to the land of the living. I want to feel life again.
I think I'm going to pass on that, but thanks for the offer.
Hard pass.
And what about you? You're nearly dead already.
Oh shit. Could you out?
Could just take your body, and he kind of shambles towards you.
Just sitting, just kind of standing there, pondering for a moment.
Upon seeing the shambling corpse run towards Ithlin, I'm not so fast, friend, and I move the lights to in between him and Ithlin.
I think I'm afraid of a little light show.
Probably not, since you're already dead, but I mean, we could make you more dead. Don't tell me you're seriously considering this absurd request.
Well, when you've been alive for as long as I have, you tend to get bored. But no, I do not think I will agree to this.
Not even just to, spice things up. New adventure.
What's it matter? You'll join us in the end already. And he begins yelling for more people to come.
Oh shit.
I've got some live ones here!
Oh, bonkers.
Now, why do you have to go and do that? And I put my loot away and start to draw my swords.
Let's see.
Roll initiative, guys.
Let's see.
That's a natural 20.
That's fucking terrifying. As I also did not roll a natural 20. Did I have not rolled... Well, no. I've rolled a little bit higher than 10, but... My average has been lower than 10.
Is there a bonus you get to?
Dexterity.
It's Dex?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Where it says initiative,
Yeah.
which should be your dex modifier.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have the feat, but...
No, I don't have the feet. 18.
18? Alright, so 2025 is going to be me. What'd you get, Varys?
11.
So, Dylan. Varys. Alexia, you can come at the end of the round if you want.
Okay.
Alright.
Just decide what I do with the monster.
So his body goes from this kind of like corpsey looking appearance and begins to glow this kind of blue light and becomes more ethereal.
Nice pirate.
I mean, he does look like a dude from Davy Jones' Lottery.
That-
With all the particles and shit.
That's immediately what I thought of.
First of all, both of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man.
Not you, you're far away.
No, yeah,
but-
I know. I'm just. I would have died. Definitely would have failed that.
Oh, baby.
19?
19.
19, sir.
5?
Varys, seeing this
Ooh,
creature
no.
change, you begin feeling this, your heart beat and pulse faster and faster and faster. You are frightened.
Oh.
Of course I am.
That rolls to attack you, Ithlin. Just barely hitting you.
Just so you know, I was already planning on doing this, so...
Okay.
Jeez, I don't want to kill you. I'm scared.
Michael, do you mind if I have some of your tequila for my night one?
Yeah, go for it. That's why it's there.
Ew. These are sticking.
I need to buy more.
Yeah, we do too. Payday's coming soon.
What's today? The 21st? I get paid
22nd.
in
22nd.
22nd? Oh, baby. 4 more days for me.
I finish a job tomorrow, so I get paid like Wednesday.
Yeah, my work changed my pay period from being every 2 weeks to being on the 10th and 26th of every month.
What was the ability that I was looking at?
That's
Just
weird.
now?
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
know why
I
they did
completely
that.
lost what I was
Seems like
reading
that
just
would
now.
really be like in the just like.
Oh, there it
the
is.
week all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah, when they first changed it, it took them over a month to pay me.
Oh, okay, that's just the additional tax. Okay, Varys, what was your total? 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
Wow, that's
So-
awkward. I put them all
so
away.
strong.
I didn't think I would need them. 4?
You age 40 years.
Shit.
Wow.
How does he look?
Let's see.
I mean, your
I look
Does
damn
his
good for
charisma
being.
go down?
How
How
old are
long
you
do-
currently?
How long do half
Give me a
elves live?
sec.
Half elves live a little bit beyond humans. They'll probably live to like 100 naturally.
I'm now 63.
So most of your lifespan, over half now at this point, your body immediately wrinkles up. And for a half elf, you still look pretty good, but you definitely look like an older man.
Wrinkles. Oh, I need to.
You're a grizzled old
I need to
bard
see
now.
how old I actually get because I do not want wrinkles yet.
Your beard begins to grow even longer. Your hair grows within.
Oh, they exceeding 180. I'm not even halfway done, motherfucker.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I just have a little bit of
Your hair definitely grows though, as if you hadn't shaved in quite a while.
yeah. I'm just
That's okay.
you know,
He's rugged now.
more
Okay,
rugged and mature.
So sorry, that's just a sphere effect. So Jordan, you will end up taking 21
Yep.
damage.
So frightened I
Still
aged
alive.
40
He's like,
years.
"Ugh."
You feel it kind of take its hand and like it begins glowing this vibrant light blue wispy color, and it doesn't so much cut you as you feel it enter your body and your insides go cold and you feel it radiate out of you and it kind of pulls it out, even though you're not pierced in the slightest.
Okay.
You feel like you just had a hand inside of you.
Do I, like,
Oh.
Feel the age?
Yeah, you
Come
feel it immediately.
Oh, dang it! I wanted it to be like one of those goofy, like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" I'm just like, "What the fuck happened to you? What do you mean?"
Dude, you're an old man. That's impossible.
Okay, that's its turn. Ithlin, you're up.
Let's see. Gonna drink one of my potions for one of my actions.
The big one I gave you? Or?
Yeah, I've got more than one kind, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll make
So
sure.
let's see. So that's 8d8 plus 8.
That's a lot of 8s.
Well, I have 10 HP.
Yeah.
So.
Should you fail this wisdom save by more than 5,
Do you want to borrow some 8d8s? Or some d8s?
Sure.
the DC is 13.
Here's mine.
Yeah. I could have. I mean, it could have been worse.
That's true. Well, it's 1d4 times 10, so
I rolled max.
yeah.
Oh, baby. I can't act like a young shit anymore. Time to introduce the serious Ferris.
Now you can be like, when I was young.
I'm just gonna dye my hair white and get a cane and go stay a while and listen.
Your hair definitely, like, maybe like salt and peppers a little bit, you know? Like, maybe not full gray, but definitely salt and pepper at this point. As it kind of, like, elongates, maybe, like, back down to what it originally was when you first made the character, like, even longer.
How long is my hair even? Like, I'm sure my hair grew.
Yeah. It's probably, like, back length at this point, and then, like, your beard's, like, past your chest.
I'm so
Okay.
cool now.
I'm not nearly as dead now.
Yep. So how much did you heal for?
Like 34?
Yeah, 34?
Yeah, and so those ones have 2 charges on them.
Yeah, I'm
they're
getting rid
they're
of them.
large vials.
It's a pog champ.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one of your actions.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use my second action to cast Shield on myself.
It's a 3-action.
Yeah, shield's a reaction thing. So, like, if something hits you to deal damage, then you go shield.
Then you get +5 AC till your next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, so like after I take damage.
Before you would take it. Like
if he
when
says,
something
"Oh, this hits
swings.
you," and if it hits you, then you could be like, "Oh, well, then my reaction is shield."
it's
and then it gives
before
you-
I have to say I hit or not.
It's on hit.
Yeah, but I would. No, it doesn't say that in the spell.
I'm pretty sure it says it.
No, it says you can do this before the DM confirms if it hits or not, or whatever.
I see.
But it's a reaction either way.
Oh,
so
I
if
see.
I'm trying to hit you, you basically just cast shield,
Oh, okay.
and then at that point I'd be like, this does not hit you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, just if you see something like coming at you, you're just like shield.
Oh, okay. Like when he's rolling to hit me, I have to say
Yes.
that I use it. Oh, okay. I
So
thought
you're
it
just
was
like-
just like a.
The fish with 30 tentacles is going to attack you 30 times. Shield.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought it was
It
just
had
like.
4. Thank you.
Let's see.
Just so you know, you hovered 10 feet above the water. Its reach is 10 feet. So you were right in range.
The like 8 tentacle monsters tentacle you.
Yeah.
Let's see. So when something is for the remainder of a round, that would only benefit me if something was after me.
Most things are until the start of your next turn, though.
Mm-hmm.
What spell are you looking at?
Blade Ward. Half normal damage for the remainder of the round.
I think Blade Ward is until your next turn,
Okay.
but
So like I could cast it on myself and then like anything that's gonna attack me. I'll take
yeah, it's until your next turn.
okay, cool.
You take half piercing, bludgeoning,
Yeah, like melee.
slashing. Yeah.
So yeah,
Melee
then
damage.
you would use it, and then after your turn until the start of your next
The attack
turn.
he hit you was necrotic, just so you know.
Yeah. I mean if he's got like something to swing at me though.
He appears to be unarmed.
Okay. That's probably not
He
useful.
attempts to fisticuffs you.
I'm just gonna swing at him.
Okay.
So 17
17 hits.
or no 18. So that's a 9.
Yeah, that's.
The other one is not gonna hit.
So only tell me your melee damage, not the magic damage.
Okay. So, 16 damage.
16 damage. So as you swing at him with your weapon, was it 1 attack or 2 attacks?
That was 2 attacks.
And you got 17 for one of them? Did you roll twice?
Oh wait, yeah,
You gotta roll twice.
yeah.
So the first one will hit. The second
Mhm.
one?
Um,
Or 3 if you're attacking 3 times. I don't know. Or you cast a spell already, so.
no, I drink a potion.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Okay, yeah, they'll hit either way. So yeah, as both of them kind of climb into him, normally the cold and the necrotic energy of your weapons kind of like begin to like crawl over your opponent, but it kind of gets to the spirit, and then they kind of recoil back, and your blades turn their normal color as opposed to like the bluish, like cold steel color. The magic didn't seem to take any effect, but you did deal damage to him.
Okay.
So 16 total, right?
Yes.
Okay. After Ithlin's Varus.
Alright. I assume I'm standing next to him?
Yes.
Okay. I will...
You can put this over there if it helps.
Oh my gosh. So dumb. I cast Heroism on myself and...
You're still afraid. You gotta make your save first.
To cast spells, I have to make a save?
Yeah. Because if you're afraid, your only impulse is to run away from the target.
Let's see. Then I will make a save first. 19?
Yeah. You shake the fear off.
It was wisdom, right?
Yeah, you shake the fear
Okay.
off.
I was looking this up and then someone said something and then I closed the book like a fucking idiot. I don't remember if I have to use a higher level spell slot for this. It was on one creature. Second. Okay, yeah. It's a level 2 spell. And I make me and Ithlin have heroism, so we're immune to fear now.
Okay.
And you get 5 temporary HP. And at the start of every one of your turns, you go back up to 5 temporary HP. So like every round you're just gaining 5 health basically. But it doesn't stack, so like if you have 5 and you don't get hit and then it comes back to your turn, you just still have 5.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action hex this guy.
Okay. So a spectral body kind of becomes clear and this kind of dark haze around him.
Is Eldritch Strike disadvantage to only hit me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, I am done.
Alright, Alexia.
What the hell are you doing off right now? Doing whatever?
Do
Do I hear anything?
you hear nothing?
No. Hmm.
Well, I got to say, Ithlin, these people are not friendly at all. What's wrong with me? Why do I sound like this?
And the water is still
Yeah.
like there's no.
Why do you sound like that?
It's just my hair. It's longer. I feel wiser.
Have you always had such a magnificent beard?
Blush. You noticed.
Been working on it for 40 years.
What do you want to do, Alexia?
I don't know. At this point, I'm probably assuming they're dead. Like, there's no movement or anything for I don't know how long now. And that thing was scary, so probably just gonna hopefully fly back to just go towards the castle
Okay.
again.
Yeah. So you move 120 back. That'll be your turn.
Sorry, guys. Rip and
Yeah.
fly off.
Scrubs.
Wish they could fly.
No. Alright, so I'm try and swing on Varys.
It's just the one guy?
Yeah.
Currently, he yelled at some people, so
This is fine.
before too long we're gonna have...
Definitely gonna hit you.
I use my reaction.
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Nice.
So hit Ithlin too.
Oh.
Hmm?
Hits Ithlin too. It's in an area around you.
Is it an area effect?
Yeah.
What?
It's 5 or 10 feet around you.
Never mind if that is the case. Hey, you know what? Fuck it.
Just like you can handle this.
Oh no, it just says that the creature that hit me is surrounded by flames. Yeah.
Pretty sure I remember it, so I use it as a warlock. No, I guess so. Well, its range is 60 feet though. Well, that's fair. Okay.
But yeah, like after he damages me, I'll do that.
So you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So you also feel that icy claw kind of pierce your body. And your whole insides go numb. At that point, though, you kind of get this fiery glint in your eye, and you look back, and as you wave your hand out, mixed dexterity save. What's your save?
Let's see. 17.
Okay, so I'll take half damage.
That's 2d10. And he made it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just tell you what his the half damage is. He takes 4 damage total.
4 damage.
I rolled a 1 and a 7. And that was...
So as the flames engulf him and kind of spread around and light the dock on fire and everything, As he kind of floats forward, the flames like almost part on their own, just around him. It didn't seem to affect him.
He seems to be fireproof.
But that's his turn, so Ithlin, you're up.
I should have expected much. He's covered in barnacles. He's a man of the sea.
Like your voice now. I
Yeah.
love it. You're like 35 in like human years.
It's like on the verge of being a
I
shot.
don't talk about it. I went from being a boy and now I am a man.
That's true.
It kind of reminds me of Jim Stewart's voice. No?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jimmy Stewart is? The guy who plays in It's a Wonderful Life? The really tall, gangly dude?
I've never seen that movie.
What?
I'm just gonna swing on him. I don't think I can
Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
damage him with any of my stuff. It's
So
like
all 3 attacks?
Well,
yeah,
watch
it's
some
like
black and
poison
white
and
movies,
fire
okay?
and stuff like that. It's like I can't.
Okay.
It's Wonderful
I
Life.
think I can do anything else. So that 3 is not gonna hit. 15.
That'll hit.
Well, 15 does, and then the other one's like over 20. So.
Yeah. What is the total of the 3 you might hit?
Oh, 11.
Just barely hits.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay. Well.
This deck sucks.
Oh, well then.
She's using all these abilities and we find out he's just a commoner.
Like, oh, shit.
12. 13. And then the plus to damage is on the total, not per.
It's per swing you do hit with. So for all 3 of your attacks, add your strength modifier to them.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong this entire time.
Yeah. Each time you hit with one, you add your strength modifier to it because it's a separate hit.
Oh, okay. Well then, 25.
Okay.
Yeah, 25. It's not too bad for essentially doing half damage.
Yeah. It's looking really rough. As the magic on your weapons do not seem to have any effect on this creature, but the magical property of your weapons seem to be just enough as you slash through them, and parts of them kind of disperses and comes back, and disperses and comes back. But as it's hovering there in the air, it's starting to hang a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Varys, you're up.
I would like to move around him into ye old flanking position.
Ye olde flanking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will go crazy on him and just swing like wildly.
Okay.
Alright. So I have advantage, right? I see. Uh, 24 to hit?
Damn, just getting hits.
Never lucky. So I'm dealing cold damage and necrotic damage.
Are you doing necrotic?
Yeah. Hex.
Oh,
Do either of those damage types?
they do not. They do not seem to
Matter.
have any effect.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just roll your weapon damage.
8.
8. That's just barely enough. You kind of stab into it, and it kind of screeches and disperses into a cloud of vapor.
Nice. Am I missing something here, or did he just explode?
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know, I just am talking normally, and this is what is coming out.
I kind of give you a strange look.
Yeah, I go to, like, wipe, like, some of the water off and stuff and just feel like... What the hell happened to me?
And so at this point, Alexia, you kind of see the fire on the dock, and so you fly towards it, and you kind of land, and you see Varys with...
I don't want to land. My flying's not over yet.
Okay,
I
you
just wanna
hover above it then. You hover above it and you see Ithlin looking worse for wear, but still alive. Varys with extremely long facial hair and long hair since the last time you saw him.
Do I actually recognize him as Varys?
You squint for a second, but you can tell it's Varys.
Just like cover the hair, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's Varys.
But that's where we're going to take our first break for the night, guys. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. And we'll continue this horrific adventure.
We did a lot so far, guys. We did a lot.
Thank God for no more sea monsters.
Welcome back, everybody. You join us now as our players here just finally reconvene with each other after splitting the party.
Yeah, Evelyn, God. Stay in one place.
The fires on the dock still kind of burning brightly. You can hear people kind of coming towards this direction, but it's really, really far off. It's more like people are startled by the news as opposed to like rushing to stop it.
Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like hiding.
Do we have anything to like hide behind? We're on like a dock.
I mean,
There were some
we
boxes.
just need to get the fuck out of here.
Run towards
worry
the
about-
castle.
That's probably where they're coming from.
Oh, where are we supposed to go?
Castle.
It's like a town.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fine. Behind a building.
Like we can't get off the dock. Like they're,
You can get off the dock, yeah.
but like they're not to the dock yet. Like,
No,
they wouldn't
it's-
see us. Like,
You hear like a commotion like far off in the distance.
oh, okay, I see.
You can surmise they're probably heading this way, but like not anytime soon. You guys kind of have time to reconvene and kind of figure out what you want to do next.
I mean,
Okay,
I
I
can
see.
be the eyes above to see where they're coming from.
You have
And
about 20
direct
minutes
you
left in your
guys of where to
play.
go. As to not run into anyone.
That'd be pretty useful. Just kind of look around. Is there any... Does it look like there's any woods or anything nearby? No, just...
Make a perception check, actually.
And we're looking for a portal, right?
Not very good.
You're looking for a lane from the
15?
Fey Dark.
The goal. Okay.
15?
Yeah.
It's not so much that you see a forest, but you can kind of see, and you have to squint to see this, but you kind of look off in the distance, and you realize that, like, way off in the distance, but, like, it's not a shadow so much like it does seem to be some kind of, like, house up on a hill. And, like, it looks really tiny in the distance, like, you squint to see it, but it does have some woods around there. But it's way, way on the other side of the city.
Well... Hopefully they can't see us far... Or hopefully they can't see us, like, as we're running, but... There seems to be some sort of house over that way and some trees or something we could hide behind if we can make it there. I say we go for that.
Do you
Perhaps.
want me to scout ahead to see if it's safe, or stay with you guys and direct you on where to go?
That one.
If you fly to it, you won't be able to fly back.
I'll just stay with them to kind of direct them of where people are coming from so we can get there. Hopefully without being detected.
I
With
just kind of
unstealthy mixed here.
do some stretches. Alright.
You've got to limber up now in your advanced age.
Let's see how this body of mine handles running. And I begin to jog.
Okay,
I will try to hover like 40 feet above them so they can still see like hand signals as to what direction people are coming from. So they can divert and move around. We head towards, I guess Ferris is leading because he's the one who saw the house. / woods.
okay, it's all across the other side of the city, like way across the city. You only saw it because it's elevated in the distance.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So we're heading in that direction through the city.
Okay.
Through the city or around the city?
I don't know. Around
I thought it was on the outside.
I wish to go around the city.
We'll go around the city.
There's really no place for you to walk around the city.
Oh, I see.
You're on the outside of the city right now.
Oh.
Unless you want to swim.
No.
Hard pass.
If you want to go around the city, the only way is through the water.
Through the city then.
Yes.
I guess we'll go through the city then, and not go too far in. Try and stay like on the
The outs-
edges of the city
Yeah.
as much as we can.
Okay, so you want to maneuver around the outside of this, like, far edges of the city and try and go all the way around.
Just not walking like directly into the center of town, kind of keeping, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are plenty of buildings to duck behind as you go.
Yeah.
And we will use those for ducking.
There you go. How about all of you go and make stealth checks?
Stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
I get disadvantage because I'm.
Yes.
Clanking about.
Yeah. I'm not helpful. Oh, one, no!
The one time that we wish Mirrodin was here to cast that spell.
Mm-hmm. The one time.
Yeah.
Everyone's total?
I got 17.
17?
25.
25? Natural 1?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So you guys walk, or you hover, I guess. You guys walk for maybe about 5 minutes, and it's painfully obvious that Ithlin's making a large amount of noise. You guys are moving very slowly, trying your best to stifle this noise as much as possible. And as you kind of duck into an alleyway behind one of the buildings, a large group of people with like torches and everything, and kind of look around, and they look directly at you guys in the alleyway. And they're like, "The levy not here!"
Oh, that didn't work.
Hmm.
And there's a large number of them.
Okay. So we should probably run away.
I'd like to shoot an explosive or a light arrow, like directly in front of the guy, and just
Our
like
temporary
shoot him, be
HP
like,
is gone, by the way.
run, and tell them to just book it.
Okay.
And I try to like freak them out with like an explosion in front of them or something.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
22.
22 hits? Or, is precise, I should say.
Cool.
So you can shoot in front of them.
Do I still calculate damage to the ground?
No.
Okay.
So you let this arrow, and it whoosh, kind of makes a small explosion, leaving like a little chunk out of the ground, but... And they kind of like cover their eyes as you do it. Then you guys start running the other direction.
Yep.
So you take like a sharp left turn down the alleyway. What do you guys want to do? How do you want to proceed? The city
Fast.
twists. The city twists and turns as you run through it. So you run down one alleyway and there's multiple paths down to another one. It's kind of full of different shadowy alleyways, and you see all kinds of people kind of hiding in them, like kind of bumming around basically. Kind of everywhere you run, there's somebody there.
Yeah.
So how do you want to proceed with this?
Do we have a way where like we can still see like where we're trying to head because it's like elevated, like from where we're
It's
at?
not elevated. No, you're on the.
Okay, we're on like the same.
Yeah. What you
kind of-
see is a building. You look up, you see
Okay.
tall buildings. Like,
Okay, so we have no real like landmark to go off of.
Not really.
If
no.
I'm flying above the buildings, can I see it?
You can shoot up and see. Yeah.
Then I try to direct them as closely.
It all leads to the same direction. Is the thing, though.
Oh, okay. So it's really just which way through the maze we want to go.
Like I said, the city kind of snakes around, and
I say we go left, then straight, left and straight.
Always to the left and straight, apparently. I'll fly above the buildings and just go straight.
okay.
But keeping them like in view so I can shoot arrows to protect them if needed.
And apparently trying to go through stealthily isn't going to be a thing.
Nope.
As you have this discussion, you hear more people coming all around you.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with this directions. I don't know where we're going. We have no like landmark to go off of. So
Just go. As quickly as possible.
Okay, you flying above them, there's several times where you fly over them and you can't see them anymore because a scaffold covers it or something like that.
Oh, jeez. How much more time do I have?
About 10 minutes left.
Alright, well. I will scout ahead. But not far ahead. Just like, if I can't see them, then I'm just gonna keep
How do you
keep
want
going.
to use your last 10 minutes of your wings?
Gracefully falling so I don't hurt myself? Which, I mean, feather fall will come into effect.
should totally land on top of the building.
I was just thinking that. I think I'll just like fly ahead for like the duration and then just like perch on a building until I see them and then drop down.
Okay. So
So it's
Alexia
like,
flies
"Hey,
off
guys."
again. It's just you two again.
Okay.
So both of you go and make survival checks. I'll say investigation because it's the city and not the wilderness. So go ahead and make investigation checks.
Okay. Oop.
Damn.
I'm not gonna use that one.
No Jumanji?
9.
20.
So it's like you make a turn and you kind of run around and you come into a dead end and you hear the voices and you see the shadows of the torches on the walls coming next to you, and then Varys grabs you and you take another hard left down another turn.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, guys.
Okay. Ten.
15.
15. So when you actually get turned around, you try and run back and go the other direction. Varys again kind of grabs you this way, and you go down another, take a hard shot, and it's kind of like a diagonal, like really, really narrow. So you have to like kind of like shimmy through it.
Okay.
But you do cut to the other side.
Very good. Alright. So what do we see now? Like we're
Still in this like maze of alleyways,
Yeah.
basically.
just more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead and make one last investigation check.
18.
11.
11. So Varys stops to kind of catch his breath, maybe through his advanced age, we don't know yet. He kind of stops to catch his breath, and when he gets back up again, he goes into a different direction, and you're already heading another one, so you kind of like grab him and say, let's go this way instead, and you guys head the other direction, which is good because a large number of the mob was going down the other way you guys were going to go. So you guys stop for a moment, kind of take a breath against the wall, and take a moment to catch a breather.
Cool.
Where did Alexia go?
I wonder.
I mean, last time that this happened, she just popped up. Maybe it'll happen again. Let's keep going. After, Man, it's just me, or is it hard to run?
So, behind you, not behind you guys, more so to the side, but still from the wall, these bins just kind of fall over, and you look there, and a wall kind of opens up, and someone wearing medium armor, short kind of hair, a noticeable slash across his face and across his neck, looks to you both. You're the ones they're looking for, aren't you?
We are not the droids you are looking for.
Damn it!
Is it so obvious?
The only one who reeks of the living.
Yes.
I can help you, but I want something in return.
Oh,
Decide quickly.
What do you want?
I don't wait to ask. we don't have a better option. So I just like run towards him.
Okay, yeah. And so he kind of like steps aside for you to run through the...
Stroke the beard.
As it's now a part of you.
I turn
I
in-
go after Ithlin.
Okay. I was gonna say.
So he leads you under this kind of like dark underground like sewer, basically. And as the door kind of like closes behind you guys, you actually do hear the people running past the wall. Obviously like near where you were, but you got out of the way just in time.
And I turn to look at him and I thank you, but why would you help us?
I'm not doing it for you.
What do you mean?
As you may have noticed, this is the land of the dead. Spirits of regret gather here, or those who simply do not wish to die.
And so you would need our help in exchange.
I was supposed to meet my beloved here.
And how are we to help you with this?
She has been taken. A shadowy monstrosity deep within the woods. Help me find her, and I will ensure you safe passage through the city.
Very well.
And what are you here for?
Well, we're trying to find a portal that will take us to the Underdark.
It's of no consequential task. You need only find a dark part of the world and dwell in it.
Unfortunately, we aren't from here, and we don't have as much time as we'd like. I've already been here long enough, clearly. There was another one of us. There was a third person in our party, a woman. We need to find her.
I did not see a woman, but if she is here with you, she may not have survived. Your kind is preyed upon for sport or for passage out of here. There are many who would wish to seek to the land of the living.
So where does this passage lead?
To the outskirts of the city on the other side. It's a long walk, so we have time to discuss if you're going to help me or not.
We will help you. But we must find our companion. We cannot simply leave her.
Very well. Then once we get to the end, I will wait there for you to return.
Very good.
Sounds reasonable enough.
So, Alexia, perched on top of the building, some 60, 70 feet up. What do you want to do?
It's like Sly Cooper hanging out.
Do I see anyone? Like, if I look down at, like, alleys
You
around
see
me?
various flaming lights going different directions and going everywhere. The whole city is after you guys at this point.
Oh, shit.
So you guys have been in the Shadowfell for a little bit now, and as this feeling of uneasiness and tension and the fact that you don't belong here kind of sets in, I need all of you to roll a d6.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. Get a 2. Oh, okay. Well,
Odd one out.
Alright, so what'd everyone get?
2.
1, 2,
2.
2. All three of you overcome the huge, overwhelming feeling of apathy. As your will to kind of care about anything just kind of slowly slips out of you. You know you have a goal that you have to accomplish, but you begin thinking, will it really matter?
I mean, I have those thoughts all the time.
You don't change.
Unless you hadn't noticed my character flaw
Yeah, you
yet.
haven't changed at all. It comes across as more of a, you don't believe that you can make a difference or save anyone.
That's unfortunate. So I want to stay out of sight as much as possible, and potentially jump from like roof to roof and like scale walls or something to find some sort of trace of
I mean, you're already
them.
pretty high up, so when it comes to scaling walls, like, you'd have to go down at that point.
Can I jump from roof to roof?
You can certainly try.
I want to try. But kind of just like retrace my flight path to find a trace of where these guys are.
So you're gonna backtrack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I flew ahead of
Yeah.
them, so if they're not with me yet, they're still back there somewhere.
Alright, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. As you try and shimmy, as you try to shimmy down the building.
21?
21? Yeah, you manage to slide down the first 20 feet or so, grab onto some scaffolding and not fall. You would go down to the ground?
Only if there's no one there.
Right now it's clear.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, so make another acrobatics check.
18.
Anything? Yeah, you land without any problem.
Can I do like a quick like investigation or something to see if there's any trace like footprints that I recognize from them or
Doesn't seem to be any footprints at first glance. You even look down and see your own footprints aren't appearing.
Can I look for salt and pepper like strands of hair that are lying around? I assume dead people don't shed.
Go ahead, make an investigation check.
25?
It's not so much that you find hairs that Ferris may have left or anything of that nature, but you do see kind of a trail of violence as like things have been knocked over in the alleyway, and you kind of surmise that wherever there's disturbances here, it's probably the direction they may have went, as they were either chased that way or passed through here.
I want to stay on that track and follow the violent disturbances.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
11.
So you tell yourself that you're going to be quiet about it, and then you
Just,
turn,
like, kicking
you go
stuff.
down you take a sharp turn around the corner, you knock over a trash can, spilling bottles everywhere and glass shattering and all kinds of things, and you definitely hear footsteps coming towards you now.
Can I scale the wall?
You can certainly try.
Acrobatics?
Athletics.
Or climbing? Athletics.
Yeah.
Nat
Not
20!
okay.
Ooh, there we go. So effective.
So you do manage to jump up onto a building. Just as a bunch of them are coming around the corner, torches lit. And they kind of look around and step on the glass you broke and everything, and split up, and they all go in separate directions.
I stay on the rooftops.
Okay.
It's probably for the best.
So what are you two doing?
Is he leading us somewhere? What happened after we...
Yeah, he's still leading you down the sewer, basically.
Okay.
It's this huge, expansive underground tunnel, and it's just going straight ahead.
Okay. So this beast that you say dwells in the woods, what can you tell us?
Feels like a new arrival. As if it's not accepted it's dead yet.
And the nature of this beast, has anyone seen it?
Only myself. Maybe a few others.
What kind of beast is it? Do you know?
I know only what the people around here have told me. We were supposed to meet here, my beloved and I. After asking around, it says people saw her, but she was taken. Figure I have time to look, but the longer you stay here, the more permanent denizen you become.
Yeah, so like these feelings of apathy, is it like just beginning to start happening, or is it like...
Yeah. You're starting to get that nagging feeling in the back of your head, like nothing you do matters, and then you can't save anyone anyways.
Okay.
You can't make a difference.
Well, how about telling us a little bit about your beloved?
How do you mean?
Well, it'd be nice to know the person that we're looking for. What they look like, how they act. Perhaps we might find them along the way.
I know only that she was killed while I was away.
I see. And, well, I suppose about this beast, you've seen it.
I've not seen it, only shadows of it. I tried to fight it and there was no match for it. But it moves quickly and blends in with the shadows.
From its shadow, were you able to tell if it walked on all fours, if it stood upright like we do?
It appeared to do both.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like we've got quite the fight on our hands. We're definitely going to need our friend.
Yes.
Though I don't know if she'll even be alive or if it's worth really looking.
I'm always worth looking for. But you also know that I can hold my own.
Yeah, but I'm starting to have this nagging feeling that
It's
maybe
true.
you can't.
Hmm. Yes. But either way, we must be swift. Come, let's go.
Yes. I can do swift still, I hope.
What's the goal for you two right now then? Are you going to follow him to the exit or are you going to turn back and look for Alexia?
So where he's taking us right now is going to lead us
To outside of the city.
completely out of the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So, unless he has some better way to, like, look around the city, like, you know, we're not going to be super helpful to him. So, when we near the exit, will you go back and look for our friend? I fear that if this beast is as dangerous as you say, we will need a third.
If you insist.
Thank you.
She's not with you. I doubt she'll make it much on her own. You two would probably be dead by now if not for me.
I do not disagree, but we will be no help to you dead as well.
So he stops and he just points forward. Continue that way. You'll find the exit eventually. It's a long walk, but when you start to see the light, you'll know you're almost there.
Thank you.
She may or may not believe you when you tell her that we sent you for her. Just tell her that her friends need the champion of Vanden's help. And she'll probably come with you at that point.
He instantly forgets what you said.
Okay, so we're headed towards the exit now.
Alright, back to you, Alexia.
Okay. So is
You're
this
still trying to Batman around?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I've got like the black cloak and everything. Might as well. Just don't have a utility belt. Gotta pick one of those up. Is it an actual tunnel that they're in, or is it like sewers? Like, are there points of entrance that I could investigate for?
You don't know?
Oh, okay. They just disappeared. I just don't know where
Yeah. You flew overhead and your vision was obscured by the tall buildings and different scaffolding
Separated
across
the
there.
party again. Damn it, Iflin. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to hope that they are somehow sticking to the original plan of getting to the forest. So I'm going to jump from building to building and head in that direction.
Go and make an acrobatics check.
As long as I can see where it is. High. 26.
26. Okay. Do it again.
21.
Again.
27.
Alright. So, majority successes. All successes, as a matter of fact. So, some buildings are too far away for you to jump to exactly, but you do manage to kind of jump off of them and grab onto something and pull yourself back up.
This looks so cool.
The city does not quiet down at all. Matter of fact, the more further into the city you get, you see more and more torchlight, more and more people joining the hunts.
Okay. I keep going, heading towards the forest.
Okay.
On the rooftops.
Alright. So, sake of brevity, we'll say after about probably an hour of doing this.
I am tired.
Very tired. You get to the edge of the city and you kind of collapse on top of a building, looking out onto the woods. And the woods are kind of this like, they shimmer with this kind of like blue energy, but the trees themselves look dead.
Is there anyone on the ground around me? Okay. I want to get to the ground and stealthily look for any trace of these guys. See if they made it this far out of, like, through the town.
What are you looking for? You know you don't. You know that you have not made any footprints while you're here.
Varys isn't shedding.
As far as you know.
Yeah, sorry. I'll probably just stay on the track of like the violent disturbances, especially knowing that Ithlin isn't stealthy. Maybe he's knocking stuff over.
Well, now the entire city is alert, and so it's really hard to pinpoint a location. The whole city is alive. For you guys, an hour 10, 20 minutes pass, and he comes back. You couldn't find your friend. The whole city's in an uproar, though.
And she must truly be gone. It is a shame, truly. But we do not have time to mourn. Lead on.
As you two experience these negative emotions, roll T6s.
Two.
Alright, so that sense of apathy extends, basically. It becomes stronger. While it is your usual mood, even you can kind of notice that it's maybe a little bit more than you usually are.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 1.
The same thing, yeah. It's 1 to 3, so.
Okay. So you're leading us now.
Do you wish to give up on her?
Do we have time to wait?
You are not of this world. Whatever negative effects it may be having on you, it must be intense. The longer I wait, the more permanent part of this world I become.
Yeah, she's probably dead. Just lead on.
Yes.
Can I investigate for like manhole covers?
Where the manhole is. It's not New York.
Like a tunnel entrance?
They did not have those back then.
It's not New York.
Like they have to hide somewhere. And like underground would be the only place for them because they can't fly.
I mean, you don't even know if they're alive.
I know. But I'm still looking for them because they haven't made it to the woods yet. Like, I'm not going back into town, but I want to, like, search, like, the outskirts from where the town, like, meets kind of the foresty area and see if there's, like, a tunnel entrance to, like, safely walk under town.
And why do you think that?
Because it's the only way they can hide. Unless they're, like, hiding in boxes or in trash cans or something. They can't fly and he's not stealthy. Like, that would be the only way to be out of sight, is either underground or
But we could
stowed
just
away
be
in a
dead,
building.
though. They could have,
Yeah.
like, gotten
Or
us.
I just want to make sure your
but-
decision does not be influenced by the fact I told them they're underground. You were not there for that, so.
Yeah, I know. But, like, logically, that's the only place. They're either stashed in a building and not moving, dead somewhere, or underground, because they can't really go anywhere else. And I'm hoping that they're not dead,
You're kind of apathetic about it, honestly.
so I don't really care.
You're more
I
willing
just
to accept...
assume the worst.
Yeah, you're more willing to accept the fact that we are probably dead. And so... you'd be more likely to make a decision based on the fact that we are dead, instead of hoping that we're alive, is what you're experiencing right now.
Well, I'm also tired from all my super dope acrobatic shit, and I can't fly anymore. So either I have to, like, rest in the woods, or underground, or some random building where I think I'm gonna be safe.
That's why I'm asking, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm most comfortable in the woods, so I'm just gonna go to the woods.
Alright.
But I don't want to walk into the house yet. I just want to make it into, like, the tree line.
The house?
Yeah. Wasn't there, like, a house in the woods?
We're not...
way,
yeah, we're not
way-
close to it
Okay.
yet.
It's way,
like
way
a-
up there.
Then I just want to be in the trees so I can hide.
You've got a lot of forest to trek through before you get to that place.
Okay.
And it's kind of this large, kind of crumbling, like, tower, like, kind of a lower section.
So yeah, just get to the tree line and then rest.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? He is leading you. You guys are about maybe half an hour ahead of each other at this point. So at this point, you kind of arrive in front of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
About how long do you think it will take for us to reach this beast? You do know where it will most likely be, yes?
I was told it resides in the woods.
So we just have to trek through the woods until we just encounter it, eh?
Possibly.
Well, I don't know if you could tell, but my friend and I here took quite a beating from some sort of tentacle beast in the water, and then
Crack.
some of the people here in town. You think we might stop and rest for a bit?
Take all the time you need, but be warned, the longer you spend here, the harder it is to leave.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but I feel like I'd really appreciate the opportunity to rest.
So we're gonna take a short rest.
That is the plan, yes.
Okay. A short rest is all I need for HP back.
Same. I'm going to play my Song of Rest, but you can definitely tell I don't care about rhythm.
You're playing badly.
It's not bad, it's just not rhythmic or anything.
Your heart's not in it.
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of sit on the outskirts of the woods, you do hear this kind of like quick whispering, lots of words being whispered at once. Everyone's like, someone's like whispering in a room full of other people whispering, all at the same time. Words getting jumbled up together. It's just very loud.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys kind of like look into the woods, you kind of get like, you kind of feel like you're being pulled into it slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Then you kind of like shake your head and like you feel grounded again, and this whispering's gone.
Did you hear that?
Depends on what you heard.
Whispering, a great many voices, pulling me deeper into the forest.
Thank God, I thought I was losing it there for a moment. Yes, I heard it too.
Do you know what that was?
This place is full of lost spirits. All the regrets and memories, they all go somewhere. This place is truly for the damned.
Apparently so. Nevertheless, we must move on.
So while you guys are short resting, what are you doing?
Getting to the tree line, scouting to make sure it's safe, then climbing a tree to rest in the tree.
Okay. Go ahead.
Aren't the trees like dead though? Couldn't they just like see you hanging out in a tree?
Make an investigation check.
I mean, I guess they are dead, but there's also like a weird like blue glowy shit going on, so yeah.
They kind of like
Maybe
shimmer
they don't
slightly
want
in
it.
and out with like a blue kind of energy.
23?
Okay, yeah, you look around, you don't see anything at all.
Try to climb a tree.
Athletics.
20.
Okay. You make it up to the top.
I take a short rest.
Okay.
Do we get full HP back on short rest? Or?
Nope, only on long rest.
Okay.
You'd have to sleep to get hit
That's
points back for free.
I'm okay.
Unless you want to take a short rest
Oh,
and
I
use
can
your
do
hit die.
hit die then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can do short rest for hit die, but if you want like full heal, you have to sleep.
I'll do short rest and some hit die.
Okay.
Well then. Well, if you use your hit dice to regain HP, I give you an extra d6.
I thought I only need a short rest. So I'm full elf.
No, for a long rest, you transfer 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
For a short rest, you're just taking a breather, basically.
Mm.
You know.
It's like an hour break.
Yeah. It's 30 minutes just to heal, an hour for spell and abilities to come back.
How long for spells and abilities?
An hour. The ones that come back, the ones that say they come back in a short rest, it's a full hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sarah.
What's a hit die then?
So it's you're a fighter, right?
Yes.
So your hit die would be a d10.
Okay.
It's what you use for rolling for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Is the same as you use for when you heal with a short rest, and you have hit die equal to your level. So
Okay.
Oh, that means I have 10.
It's a how many hit die to my...
we're level 10, yeah.
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 So you'd have 10
So you
D10.
have 10 d10 that you could spend.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you could just like roll one and be like, oh, that was a 1. Oh, and you also add your constitution to your...
So, Sarah, don't
modifier
heal
too.
yet.
Oh, I already rolled them.
I don't know, just keep in mind how much hit points you would get back.
Okay.
As you're kind of sitting there and just eyes closed against the back of the tree, just kind of like breathing in and kind of bandaging up any wounds you might have, you suddenly feel these sharp fangs pierce your body.
Oh, god damn it.
So you're going to take a total of 34 damage
What?
before healing.
Motherfuckers. Okay. Have to do math. Okay.
And I need you to make 3 constitution saves.
Shit. Just straight con?
Saving throws.
Saving throw. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna use inspiration to reroll that shit.
Okay.
It may or may not have been a 1.
Okay, 12?
12. First one's a fail. So after the first amount of damage you take,
Oh, nat 20!
you feel your body seize up, and you stiffen, and you begin to fall sideways down from the tree.
Of course I
However, you're stopped suddenly, and you feel the sticky substance touch all over you.
Ew!
And you're twirling, spinning in multiple directions, getting dizzy. And the last thing you see is these 8 blue luminescent eyes looking at you.
Spider.
And several of these creatures crawling all over you as you're being webbed in this cocoon.
Nope. Nope. Okay, so since the first one's a fail, I just don't.
There's
Yeah.
like a square like right
Damn it.
underneath the temporary hit points where it shows your hit die.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that one.
guess I
Oh,
don't
I
have
see.
time to.
I'm gonna put that
do
in there.
healing.
Yeah, so you have 10 is your maximum, and then
Yeah.
however many. you spend.
I just used 3, so I've got 7 more to use.
So I'm hanging off of this dead tree, wrapped in a cocoon.
Do you actually feel like you're moving?
Like she's slowly like.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. What the hell's going? Ew.
Oh, I know what happened to you.
Gross. Sounds terrible. Okay, well. Cool.
During this time, you feel lots of other little puncture marks in your body, and eventually you pass out.
Bad idea.
So you guys finish your short rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I stopped playing because I've been wanting to stop playing.
You're
for a
playing
while now.
like Coldplay right now. Like that's how much you care.
Well, I seem to be ready to move out.
I need you two to roll another d6 real quick though.
Maybe I say that.
Just meh. That's all you can muster.
That is a 1.
5.
5. So you become even more deeply apathetic, and at this point, you don't really care what happens next. You don't care if you die, you live, you succeed. You don't care.
Oh, well then at this point, my playing goes from like not really caring to like, damn, damn, damn.
Ithlin, you're filled with this kind of sense of dread and paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's replaced, this feeling of like not really caring is kind of replaced with the sense that as you look around, like you begin thinking this place is going to kill me. This place is where I die. I'm not going to make it out of here alive.
Becoming ever more aware of the gravity of the situation I find myself in.
Yeah. You hear like a twig snap and you immediately snap to it and
Mm-hmm.
it was nothing there, but you're on edge now.
Okay. Are we still hearing like those voices and stuff?
No.
Like, oh, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah. No, I know.
Okay, not currently. Alright, so you're leading us
Yes.
somewhere. Okay.
So he draws his sword and it's a normal long sword and it's like the tip of it's just covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on then, and then he starts walking in.
Mm-hmm.
Really have to go. I mean, I spent 40 years of my life here. What's the point anymore? Who cares what happens back there?
If you ever wish to leave here, follow me.
I look back at
It's
you.
not so bad here.
Look around. We can't stay here. Even the woods are trying to swallow us up.
We're elves, I mean... You saw our homeland. It's probably no different than this place is now.
Could be, but we do not know. We must carry on.
Well, I've accepted the fact that I'm going to die here. Might as well see what happens to you too. I begrudgingly get up and drag my feet.
So as you guys advance through the woods, that whispering comes back, and it's all around you, and almost like something's kind of like pierce your head, and it just kind of gets this gnawing feeling, even more intense. You guys start looking around, and you see for a brief moment your lost colleague, that whatever happened to him. You see them kind of look back at you and then disappear behind a tree, and the whispering becomes clear, and you hear the concise words, "He did it." And you kind of look at Varys.
Did you hear that?
You do not hear this.
Don't even bother responding to you.
The voices. Can hear them clearly now. You kind of like look at me and I've got this weird look on my face. I'm kind of like almost not paying attention to where I am. I'm kind of like looking into some other place. They say he did it. And so the guy that was leading us, he's gone.
No, he's still there.
Oh.
He's not paying attention to either of you. He's just walking ahead.
I wonder what they mean.
I don't know who he is, but apparently they did it. You say. Take it at face value, I suppose.
I suppose we have no choice. But do you think we can trust him?
Who, the guy? I don't think we can trust anybody. I don't really care, I mean... I'm just going wherever because whatever.
Eloquently put.
That's how I'm functioning a lot of the time, so I don't argue with him.
Fair enough. So, with Alexia taken, who knows where, the woods kind of closing in all around you, and many different voices and feelings stirring inside you, a sense of dread overtaking you, and not knowing what's going to happen next, you continue deeper into the woods, unbeknownst to you that Alexia is either dead or taken somewhere else. And we will end tonight's session there.
We've been separated for so long.
Alright guys, well, I appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. Gonna try and keep this going as much as possible. Scheduling's been kind of a thing, but gonna try and keep this going, and then other streams still going. Just quick messages are,
Trying to roll a one.
any of our episodes, including this one if you're watching it on YouTube, our Twitch channel's down below. If you're watching this on Twitch right now, all our past episodes on our YouTube channel. That link is also down below. And we just love hanging out with you guys and have you hang out with us while this crazy stuff happens. And we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.